Hi, this is Andrea with the FieldView team. I'm going to walk through how to create a manual fertility prescription. Start by going to Google Chrome and going to climatefieldview.ca. Once there, you can log in with your FieldView account using your username and password that you normally would, and it should take you to the home screen where you'll be able to see all of your fields. Then go to the top and click on prescriptions, that's what we'll be focusing on today. So it's going to redirect you to the prescriptions page, and at the top you can see a drop down that will allow you to select the field you would like to create a prescription on. I'm going to choose demo prescriptions for today, and you can see here that I have actually already created a couple prescriptions on this field, but I'm more interested in creating a new prescription. So I can click Create New at the bottom. Defaults to fertility, which is perfect. So I can click Start. And here it's going to bring up some previously zones that I've drawn, but I'm going to choose Draw Your Own Zones and start over today. Here it's just asking for when about you plan to apply this prescription. It doesn't have to be exact, just general. And then to choose a fertilizer type. So I'm going to choose nitrogen and anhydrous for this application. Gives me the option to choose an incorporation method if I'd like to keep track of that. And then I can name the prescription to whatever I would like. Once I'm happy with everything that's selected there, I can click Finish in Editor at the bottom, and it's going to give me a blank field, treating our whole field as one zone. At the bottom on the right, you can see the Change Map option, and if I was interested in using a old yield map or an image that I've gotten as the background, I can go into View All Maps and then select either an image if I want in season or harvest. So once I go to in season, I chose a scouting map, and I want to choose the one from July 26th as I feel that represents my field variability. So now you can see that as my background, and I can use that as a base to start drawing my zones. So first, just going to zoom in here, and now I can start by drawing my zones. So tapping Draw and then clicking a polygon, I can start to create the different zones that I see in my field. As I start to click around this green area, I can be as precise as I want and zoom in if I want to be more accurate around my edges, or just continue along as I'm doing. So as I get to the end, to finish my polygon, I'll have to click on the dot that I started with, and then click the Done button. Now I have created a second zone in my map, and I can go ahead with my polygon again and create a third zone, or create as many zones as I see fit for my field, based on how much variability my field has and how many different rates I want to apply. Now that I have four zones created, there might be zones that I want to treat the same. In the scripting tool here, I do have the ability to merge zones by clicking the Merge button and then selecting the zones that I would like to merge or treat the same. I selected zones 3 and 4, which then created zone 1. So now I'm back down to 3 zones in my field. I've decided that I wanted to create a 4th zone around the red area, which I easily did by tapping that draw and choosing a polygon, hitting done. Now I have 4 zones, and I would like to merge the 2 areas with the red together, so I'm back down to 3 zones. Once I'm satisfied with my zones, I can then start to apply rates to those zones. Once I have assigned a rate to each one of the zones, you can see the prescription summary at the bottom summarizes the average nitrogen I'll put down as well as the total product that I will need to apply on this field. Now I have the ability or the option to change my map view. So if I change my map, maybe I want to look at the yield map from 2016 to see if it correlates with the zones that I recently made in my field. I can look at a various number of yield maps or imagery maps if that's what I want to do. After that, if I want, I can also look at the fertilizer rate map. You can see my 3 different zones there in the 3 different colors. And if I'm happy with it, I can hit save. After I save my map, I can then go to the export button and export that onto my computer, download it onto my computer in the correct file format for the monitor and the rate controller system that I have. So depending on what type of monitor and rate controller we're using, I can choose the different file. In this case, I'm just going to choose a generic shape file that can be used on a number of different monitors, including a TopCon. You can see here now that my prescription has been downloaded, and once it's downloaded on my computer, I can copy it onto a USB stick, which I can then take to my equipment monitor and import it there and apply that prescription. If you have any further questions, please visit our website at www.climatefieldview.ca or call our support line at 888-924-7475.